what does Goldie at this point do? If a bitch not coming correct straight out the gate, what does Goldie at this point do?
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this too. Most women ain't gonna come correct out the gate because it ain't too many people like me. It ain't too many people who come from the lifestyle I come from to even require that. So for me to even expect a woman, my uncle told me one time, he told me not too long ago, he was like, man, it's unfair for you to expect her to be you. She said, even some dudes, it's unfair for you to even expect him to be you.
Okay, elaborate on that for me.
He was just pretty much saying, you're expecting that man to be you. You're expecting that woman to be you. They haven't been where you've been. They haven't done what you've done. They haven't read what you've read. They haven't had the mentors you've had. So you're holding them to your standard. And don't you think that's unfair when you know there's no way they could be you, right? So it gives me to give them a little leeway. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying a broad can be disrespectful. And then it depends how I feel. Some days it's like, get the fuck out of here. I ain't got time for it. And some days I may be a little bit more patient. And then it depends on a woman. What type of potential do I see in her? How beautiful is she to me? Does she have some status where I feel like I might be able to, pull myself up based on, so it's a lot of factors involved. Mm-hmm. Bro, I can't never come too disrespectful because that's just too hard to undo. I'd rather a woman already come somewhat correct. But I'm not expecting her to be perfect. Why? How could she ever be perfect for me if she ain't never been with me? Ain't no other dude out here like that. So you're expecting a woman to come ready-made. Man, a woman ain't never going to come ready-made. A woman is going to be made by you. So when she gets with me, if she's receptive enough, I can change those characteristics. I could tell her to stop doing this. Hey, I don't like this. I want you to do this. I want you to do that. And then I can tailor make her for me rather than expecting her to know everything off the dribble. Man, if she knew everything off the dribble, I'll be like, man, where's that nigga she was with that got her like that? You know what I'm saying? It's just not going to happen. Right. Now, of course, it's certain red flag, like too much disrespect, too much, uncooperation, certain things like that. Of course, that's a no-go. But I mean, that's a no-go because she don't like you enough. Because any woman who coming like that, she don't like you enough. I was saying it the other day, man, I'm gonna put a test on a woman. As soon as she get with me, it's certain things. I'm gonna tell her, hey, do this for me. Stop doing that. And I'm just doing that. That's a test to see what's her response. How quickly do she jump to it? Right. Or do she got a face about it?
Exactly.
If I tell her, hey, knock that off. I don't like you doing that. I don't like you saying that. Relax. Do she got a face about it? Or is she like, cool, those are tests. And if she passes those tests, I know, okay, now she likes me. She likes me enough. She's cooperative enough. Okay, now we can move this thing forward.
Right. Okay. So then let's say she, what if she do one of those? You say catch an attitude with this, that, or get out. Is it one of those, or is it like you finish the date and then you never talk to the again? Like how that go?
It depends on the phase of my life.
Because I be feeling like right now, Goldie, if she come in and I give her one of these tests, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, don't do this. Hey, do this for me. Do this, and she get a little attitude. I'll be like, look, I'm not gonna be rude and be like, get the fuck up out of here. But I'm gonna be like, hey, listen, you know what? I think I'm about to go to bed early. I'm gonna come up with some type of excuse.
I feel that. See, hey, man, back in the day, man, I used to be a cold young nigga, man.
Yeah.
I used to put bitches out in the mud. We on
right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't do that now because, I just, I've matured a little bit. Yeah. But it's like this, right? I'm gonna read the situation because sometimes you get a little bit too cutthroat and try to send a bitch out the door right away. She gonna have too much bad taste in her mouth and she might want to go and spread some lies or something like that. Mm-hmm. So I'm always gonna try to end things amicably. Right, because it's better to do it that way. But sometimes it's like, man, I ain't got time to be nice. I know this is going nowhere. I don't want to waste the rest of my night.
That's what I'm saying.
My time's too valuable. I'm gone.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah, because sometimes these bitches be trying to act like you doing too damn much, and I really don't give a fuck. But I kind of just wanted to pick your brain on what you would do because at this point, bro, I'm so focused on my purpose and so focused on.
But you gotta be cutthroat about it. And I'll be honest. Sometimes I wish I was more cutthroat like I used to be. Because, man, when I was more cutthroat, I got a lot more respect from women. I used to be cut the throat, anything.
And I like being that way. And I like being that way, bro. And you know what? You touched on this the other day. You was like, bro, I'm more cutthroat in real life on purpose because I know that if a bitch can pass that test, then she's really for me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like, when they say people who are hard on the exterior, they're really soft on the inside. And I feel like that's why I'm so hard on the exterior. Because I'm such a really nice guy.
Me too.
For real.
Yeah.
Y'all wouldn't think so.
I feel that.
I feel that.
That's how,
listen,
that's how it is, nigga.
I'm such a
that's how it is.
Loving individual. And when I have a broad that I trust and I really I do so much, you know, and I do so much for people around me. I have to be so hard on the exterior so nobody gets too close that don't deserve it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's really just a defense mechanism. But yeah, man, I be cutting heads. But you know, it's only to make sure and weed out the women who ain't supposed to be here.
For sure.
Because if she could pass that test, then she, you know, she really fucking with
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, me, bro. Like I said, at this point, I don't like, for example, bro, this one bitch, she hit me up the other night, and it's like, you ever have a situation where a girl from the past, she knew a certain version of you, and then you grow, and you're a totally different person 2 months later, and she come back and she's trying to talk to the old version of you still, and that new version of you got a whole new set of habits, a whole new set of a whole new program that you abide by and enforce, and you're not, you know, like for example, right, with this situation, this bitch talking to me like 4 or 5 months ago, right? Back then I was smoking, drinking, partying, you know what I'm saying? You know, just indulging in stupid ass habits, you know what I'm saying? Beating off, just doing stupid shit, right? Now all of that shit is gone. I don't engage in any of those activities now. I'm waking up at 5 every morning, going to sleep at 8:39 every single night. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't party, I'm not doing none of that shit, right? And it's like she's trying, you can tell, like, obviously those things, when you indulge in those things, it's like a domino effect, right? Of how you act, like the stupid mistakes you make, all these things, right? And because of those stupid mistakes, bitches are you're more easily able to get manipulated by women, right? For sure. So, you know, she's like trying to like pull all these damn like tricks that she was doing before that I would allow in the past. And I'm like, listen to me, bro. If you coming over, like, if you're not going to help me make more money, if you're not going to help me on what I got going right now, this is what I got going. If you're not going to help with that, then I really don't want nothing to do with you. And I told her that.
Did you tell her what you wanted her to do to help you make more money?
Yeah, well, she said, what are you talking about? Because I said, look, I need a girl that's going to get on program. That's what I said, Goldie.
Tell her your program was.
And she was like, what's the program? I said, look, if you're going to come over here, one, you can't be combative, and two, you got to help me with my YouTube videos. You got to help me make some money. You got to help me promote my products. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got to help me do this. Okay, I'll come over later that day. She never came over, right? So then it's like I could tell she was waiting for me to try and chase her, because that's what the old nigga would do. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't respond, okay, whatever. Or I didn't, you know what I'm saying, try and hit her up and see what the deal was. She gonna hit me up again the other day. You know what I'm saying? Calling me, talking about, oh yeah, hey, are you still mad at me? I said, bitch, I was never mad at you. I already told you what the program was. You didn't hit me up, so that's what it was. So then she was like, okay, but, and this is what I'm trying to say, when girls know you are sticking to the program, you putting your foot down, you don't care if they're there or not, they start trying to do, they're not used to that. They're not used to a nigga that does not give a if they're there or not. So they start trying to put themselves in a position where they have some type of power. This bitch said, well, this is gonna be funny, but she was like, well, I don't like, she was like, she's like, okay, because I told her, I was like, you know, this was my response. I said, I already told you what you needed to do. And she was like, okay, but I don't just want to let you know, I don't like when I come over and I don't get to finish. I said, bitch, what the fuck? I said, I don't care. I was like, I don't, meaning like, I don't make her nut. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. In my mind, I'm like this, man. I don't even give a fuck about that right now. I don't even give a fuck about fucking. I told you this is what I need you to come over here for. Yeah. This is what I got going. This is my program. I'm not even worried about sex. You bringing up some shit that I didn't even fucking care about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And my point is like this too. If you not fucking with a nigga, if you're fucking with a nigga who is abstinent, not knocking bitches, not beating off, not watching porn, bitch, you gotta be a girl worthy enough for me to be knocking down so often to the point where I'm really actually caring about trying to please you. Yeah. But I don't care about you because you are useless. You're not helping me at all. You're not making my life better. You're not making me more money. You're not helping me out with my purpose. You're being combative. You know what I'm saying? Like you're wasting my time. And matter of fact, I wanted to keep my nut. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to bust a nut because I need my life force. Yeah. I need my energy. I need that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So when she came through, you had sex with her.
She didn't come through.
No, I'm saying before that, you had sex with her, you just didn't nut.
No, I nutted. She didn't.
Okay, see, yeah. Let me tell you where you were wrong, though. Okay. If I may. You know,
yeah, go ahead. Tell me. Yeah. I'm always
you can't give the bitch no dick. Let me say that again. You can't give the broad you can't give the broad sex and then ask her for requirements. She has to fulfill the requirements before you give her a reward. You're working backwards, my brother.
Okay.
You're giving a reward.
Okay.
So what's the point for me to do all this?
Right.
You ask the woman for requirements, and I need all of what I need of requirements before you can even get a reward. Otherwise, what's the reward? You done already gave her the reward before she did what she was supposed to do.
Right. Because she was talking. Go
ahead.
ahead.
Getting no sex from me until some requirements are met. This is what she really wants from a man. So if you want what you want, baby, I need what I want first. And if we can't get to what I want, then you don't get what you want. You know, it's a reward and punishment system. And if you don't have it, man, and a lot of these dudes is backwards because the broad will talk to him crazy. The broad will do this, do that, do something he didn't like, and he's still gonna hit it that night. You're training her to say it don't matter what you do, you still get rewarded. Man, the broad is okay, and I'm gonna get this to you just like in the game. The broad can't have sex with unless she comes with a fee. And even then, you're not paying for sex, you're paying to come in his household. And you still have to have the correct behavior before you get any sex, because you have to understand what most dudes don't understand, that these women have played this female con on us long enough to act like they don't like sex. When most of these women are more sexual and more nymphotic. She's more of a nympho than most dudes, but dudes don't know that. And because dudes don't know that, they get a dick away like it's not understanding that the woman wants that dick bad. She just knows how to play you out of it. So when you understand your value and the value of your sex, you understand that's a reward and punishment system. And you can't give that up before what you want you get from her.
And I love that you told me that.
You fucked up.
Yeah.
You fucked up.
No,
man.
I did. Hey, but I can admit it. I did. But see, look, that's why I said she was talking to the old version of me. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to talk to the old version of me. That was me from 4 or 5 months ago. And like you said, I fucked up already. It was too late.
Oh, okay,
I can't.
so that was 4 or 5 months ago.
No, that whole situation I just named of her trying to and then I was laying down like, look, you can't. This is the program. That was recently. But she's thinking that she's talking to the McQueen from 4 or 5 months ago that would allow this bullshit that she's trying to pull right now. Yeah. Does that make sense? So what you're saying is correct. I shouldn't have gave her dick, but I didn't realize my value back then. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now I'm really enforcing the new program. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm glad you told me this now, because going forward for sure, nigga, the bitch, it's gonna be a charging. I'm gonna have to charge.
Now it's different schools of game and different schools of thought, even in the game on that. But the consensus, not just in the game, but what I always, you can do whatever you want. And I'm not saying it can't work like that, man. You can put it down real good from the jump and the bitch still fuck with you and get on your program. It's not no one way to do things. But when you do it like that, most of the time you can cut out most of the bullshit.
For sure.
Because if she's willing to do requirements for you before you give her any sex, then one, she likes you enough. And two, you're not giving up. Because a lot of times a bitch just want to fuck. A lot of times a bitch just want that dick and that's it. But if you make her do a bunch of requirements before she get the dick, one, she covets the dick more. And two, she might stick around longer because by all of those requirements made her put an investment. Yeah. And when a woman puts an investment, she doesn't just walk away.
Exactly.
Easily. But if she gets the dick too soon, she didn't have any requirements. She didn't make any investments. So it's easy to walk away because there's nothing invested.